was New Year's Eve, 1995. I was jolted out of my sleep because I couldn't breathe. I felt like someone had their hands around my neck, just choking me. So I wake up and I'm just gasping for air. And I call for my mom, and she takes me to the emergency room. We sit in the emergency room for a while, and then they take me for an x-ray, which must have shown something bad because next thing I knew, I was moved to a private room. We waited a little while, and then the doctor came in, and he said that I would be admitted to the hospital. I had been diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's disease lymphoma. It's a form of cancer that attacks the immune system. I was 18 years old. I just graduated from high school that previous May. My life was supposed to be starting. I was supposed to be able to become an adult and do things and experience life. The doctor explained that non-Hodgkin's disease lymphoma was not curable. At least it wasn't back then in 1995. And if by chance the chemotherapy did save my life, it would take away my ability to reproduce. I had hoped that one day I would be able to have children. I cried, my mother cried, and over the next 3 days, they did all kinds of tests. They did CT scans, MRIs, blood work, a very painful bone marrow extraction. And they also did a biopsy, and that's what this scar's for. They did this biopsy there because the cluster of lymph nodes was so big that it was actually cutting off my air supply while I slept. I knew that this was completely out of my hands. There was nothing I could do to fix the situation. There was nothing I could do that would make this all just go away. So I remembered how God listens to prayers. So I prayed. I prayed to Him because even though I wasn't raised in the church, I knew that God existed. I knew He created everything and was in control of everything. I knew that His Son Jesus had died so that I could be saved. I asked God that if He would let me live, I would devote myself to Him. I would give Him my all. And with that assurance that the answer to that prayer would be yes, I just kept praying for the whole 3 days. So the doctor comes in on the third day and tells me his plans for treating my cancer. Tells me about the Metaport they'll put right here and the chemotherapy sessions I'll have to have. And when he said that his prognosis was very good, I was shocked. I looked at my mother, she looked at me, we looked at him, and I said, "What? I thought the disease was incurable." He explained that I didn't have non-Hodgkin's disease lymphoma. I had Hodgkin's disease lymphoma, which was highly curable, and I was also in the first stage. So he knew that I would be cured. He knew that I was going to be okay. And I knew that the prayers that I made to the Lord were answered. And He said yes.